YouTube. Hey guys. Man, my computer is low. My computer is low on disk space. So you know what that means? I'm gonna have a hard time. Let me see if I can delete some stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. How is everybody doing this morning? It's Wednesday. I cannot see the camera because I'm trying to delete some stuff right fast. I think I need to go to delete a video or something at least. Oh yeah, I think I have. Let me figure out how I can get in there quick. Because I got a bad feeling my video is gonna skip. So if there's anybody there, let me know you there in the chat, please. Even though I can't see it just yet. I'm coming. Let me do this real fast. Yeah, I got too many videos. I need a new laptop. Yes, I do. Okay, I know I can delete that. I don't need it on here if it's on YouTube already, right? Oh, man. So I hope you all's week is going well. I got on here to do, I promised I would do live. Lately, I've been getting away from doing live, but I need to get back to it. Let's see, take this out. How do I get this out? How do I get this out? Delete. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm almost done. Let's see. Let's help. This should help. Delete. And one more. One more deals. I went on my Facebook and did a quick live and told everybody that I was getting on here. But I was saying how I just did y'all know how I do my business empowerment Zooms on Mondays. Let me turn this down a little bit. Y'all know how I do my business empowerment Zoom on Mondays? So I did a business empowerment Zoom, but I had my girl on there with her jewelry line, right? And then after we got done with her jewelry line, we went on her Instagram page and she did a live. And she was just talking about general topics. I love to talk about general stuff, but of course, this YouTube channel is about wellness. And it's because, I love to help people heal themselves naturally with herbs. But wellness is a whole, it's an all-encompassing thing. You can't just be well if your physical state is well. You need your mental state to be well in addition to that. You need your pockets to be well so your mental state can be well. If your pockets are, depleted, the same way if your hydration is depleted. Do you know what happens when you're dehydrated? When your body is dehydrated, you start functioning at a lower level. Whether you recognize it or not, your body starts functioning at a lower level. And your organs begin to slow down, and that causes all kinds of problems, right? So when your pockets are low, can you imagine the quality of life? So I am all about health and wealthness. I made that word up. I used to call my, I think I had that in my Instagram bio before. How come when you wear makeup, it makes you talk different? Am I the only one who notices that? It makes you feel different. It makes you talk different. I put on makeup today. That's what I said in my Facebook live video. I'm like, you know what? When I did that that video with my girl on Monday, I put on a little makeup. And because I don't wear it a lot, I was sloppy with it. And I usually don't, wear a lot of makeup because I'm so used to being natural now. I love being natural. I don't wear that much on my face because, it feels heavy. And when you wear it so much, it affects your skin. Plus, it seeps into your body, into your bloodstream. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. So it seeps in, and if you don't believe me, look up information about essential oils on the skin, especially on the feet through reflexology. If you don't believe me, think about how certain creams and lotions make you feel when you put it on. And especially if they're like medicinal, the only reason you feel a difference when they're medicinal is because mentally you're thinking about the fact that, oh, this has medicine in it, or like a muscle relaxer, and you start to notice. But if you're using any type of lotion or cream or whatever it is, you better believe it's going into your bloodstream. So it's funny, y'all. We are so resilient as humans because everything gets into our bloodstream. Everything gets into your bloodstream. It's just a matter of how well can it get filtered out. How healthy are you? Are you drinking enough water to keep your bloodstream flowing the way it's supposed to be? Is your blood pressure normal? Is it too high? Is it too low? Are you eating well? Are you exercising? Exercise. Come with us on Saturdays. I promised one of my partners that we would start including the men, because men like to work out too. And all we do is we get together on Zoom, and we all just work out together on Zoom. And, couples can join, whoever wants to join. And that's every Saturday morning. It used to be 8:30 a.m. Eastern. It's now 9 a.m. Eastern because of some of the people on the West Coast. But we'll see. We're going to see how that time goes with everybody. But we have so much fun on Saturdays, you guys. And we always do something that everybody can do. So you never have to feel left out. You never have to feel like it's something that you can't do. Make sure I didn't miss nothing on here. Y'all like my theme music? I paid for it, so it's mine. No, I mean, there's this cool, there's a lot of cool places you can go and find music that is non-copyright. You do have to pay to be a membership to some of these sites. Some of them, not all of them. The one theme song that I use at the beginning of my videos, that was like a list of songs from YouTube. So, but anyway, let's see what can be the topic for discussion today. I'm just going to let you guys know that, so usually these are for consultations. They were supposed to be for consultations for people who used to come to my Zooms on Sundays, but I had to end the Zooms on Sundays because I'm now doing Zooms on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. And now, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday evenings, I do Zooms, but also this on Wednesday morning, so I was like, it's too much to try and do a Sunday Zoom. I needed my weekends to myself, knowing that I would be busy for the work week. But you know what, as an entrepreneur, you're busy all the time. So it's almost like you are always on and never off. You know what I mean? So yeah, got to get better at planning, but yeah. So you guys should check out the Facebook page, Herbalist July. I do so many different things. I know, like I said, most of you guys come here about your health, and I'm definitely all about helping you with your health. Definitely all about helping you with your health. But at the same time, I want people to know that, why is it saying 10 minutes? I've been on here 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. I try to help people start businesses, you guys. The pandemic has hurt a lot of people, including myself, you know, because the work that I used to do, I had to have, you know, up close and personal contact, you know, and I was like, I'm not bringing no viruses home to my kids. So I had to start figuring out different ways. Fortunately, of course, we had, you know, stuff like the government giving us the unemployment, especially for self-employed, the unemployment. You had SBA loans. I did a video on that. I did a video on the SBA loans. But I really want to help people to get started with bringing home some money. You can even do it with health. You can do it with health and wellness. Health, wellness, fitness. You can actually start bringing in money, believe it or not. So I teach people how to do that on my Monday night Zooms when we do the business empowerment. I want people to see that they can, I don't want them to feel intimidated. Why didn't I put this on? Man. Gotta call back. I gotta call back. But yeah, so you know, people were at first they were thinking that, you know, there's nothing that I know that I can do, you know. Sometimes I wonder if people call me on purpose when they know I'm online. So anyway, yeah, like, you know, I do consultations. I have consultations on my website, on my Julywellness.com. So, you know, if you wanted to do a health consultation, if you wanted to do, hello. Hi, I'm on YouTube Live. You want to call me back? Uh-oh. Hello? Man, I'm pushing stuff and I don't know how to use this phone and I messed up and hung up. Sorry, I didn't mean to hang up. I was trying to turn the volume down. See. So guys, just know that there's things you can do, and if you want to come to my Business Empowerment Mondays, we can help you with ideas. I mentor people, and I also help them to get started with a product or a service, something they would have never thought of on their own. Let me see. You know, we've been helping clients make money already just from their services that they didn't think to provide. So you guys can do that too. You guys, it's so simple. It's so easy. And even if you have a little hobby that you like to do or a talent that you like to do, you can turn it to either a product or a service. So I really want to help people. I really want to help people. Yeah. So you guys got to hit me up. Y'all got to hit me up on Mondays. But other than that, like, you know, there's not nobody here to really talk and chat. So let's see. What's a good topic that I can talk about? I also have Herbal Zooms on Tuesdays. Herbalist Zooms. If you want to learn about herbs, if you want to learn how to use them to get healthy, how to heal yourself, how to help heal others. I had a consultation with a wonderful young man who helped his mom bounce back from COVID. And he said it had gotten really awful at one point. You know how it is when you think you have grasped, something like that by the horns, but then it kind of does this thing where it does a 360. You thought it was over, but it comes back, and it comes back with a vengeance. I've noticed that that's what happens with COVID when a lot of people contract it. So he said that when he saw that it had a real tight grip on his mom, he realized he had to buckle down and get serious with his herbs and his formulas. So he did that, and he enlisted the help of herbalist Kareem, and herbalist Kareem helped him out a lot. He also said that herbalist Kareem told him, if you really want to be good at what you do, you have to pay. You need to go pay someone or for some service so that you can, do what you got to do. So he was like, man, I'm going to hit July up. I'm going to hit her website up. So he booked a consultation with me. We went over his ratios, but he was telling me how that getting over that COVID, with helping his mom get over COVID was quite a task. And he said, but when he did it, it gave him the confidence he needed to go ahead and put his products out, because all of us had taken herbalist Kareem's course, and herbalist Kareem mentored me. This is why I'm here. I had a YouTube channel. If you scroll down through all of my channels, you'll see that I was just talking to my family and friends. I had like 5 views. Even now I'm still growing, but so herbalist Kareem mentored me, and man, he's awesome, you guys. 4 Cycles of Life, I believe, is his YouTube channel. 4 Cycles of Life. But herbalist Kareem, check him out. This man helps multitudes. And because he's helped me, he's now helping me to help many, many people. He helped me get my product line out, Julywellness. I've got 3 products. I got 2 for women, but really anybody can use them. The hormone adjustment is really good in general because it helps people balance their hormones. Everybody has a lot of extra estrogen, whether you are a man or a woman. Check out some of my videos on that, especially for men, because men have levels of estrogen in their bodies because of the plastic in our environment and just different foods that we eat. If you have too much soy is in a lot more than you think it's in. So I've got the hormone adjustment. I have fibroid fighter, and I have Candida fighter. All of those capsules are 3 different products that I sell. I also do the black seed oil on my website, and then I do varieties of sea moss. Now, here's a little secret about the sea moss. If you want the sea moss, you can hit me up. Let me know that you want it, because I do have some of it marked as sold out on my website. But if you look at my page on Facebook, Herbalist July, or if you look at my Instagram page, Julywellness, you'll see that, I still do send some sea moss out, but usually it's when people contact me personally, because otherwise the sales get to be a bit much for me without the help that I need. I don't have any hands on deck helping me with the sea moss. And so it got to be really hard keeping up with those orders. Not even just the orders, but the supplies. It's so hard to keep up with the jars, the mason jars. They're hard to keep in stock. So what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So if you want the sea moss, you can, do info@julywellness.com, or you can reach out to me on my social media. And I can even, in some cases, depending on what your ailment is, I can help you, with special herbs and your sea moss. We can make that arrangement. So And I keep it all at one price, despite the fact that you ask for something additional in your CMOS. So yeah. But you know, that is something that helps me stay afloat, having that at home business. I do the other thing where I'm helping people start businesses. That's a whole other business entity. And I partnered up with Shane Hudson on that. So we are Hudson Young and Associates. We have employees, and so while I'm doing that, I've not expanded some of my other businesses yet. But once I am financially able to, I'm going to put hands on deck with Julywellness so that I can, spread my products out, across different states and, have people helping me distribute. A couple of people have even asked, do I do white labels? And I hadn't done white labels, but if you're interested, we can talk. We can talk about that. White labeling is when you purchase the product from me, but you slap your own label on it. And I don't mind doing that. That's totally fine. If that's something that you're interested in doing, hit me up. We got to find ways to help each other and make these things work, right? So, but anyway, I got to give a shout out to my girl though, who makes earrings and jewelry. Signature by Belle on Instagram. There's like an underscore between each word. So signature underscore by underscore Belle, Belle. She is so talented. And like I said, we did a live the other day. It was so much fun. And the reason I'm shouting her out is because the topic that we talked about on her live was something that a lot of ladies would enjoy. It had a lot to do with self-confidence. Ladies, how as we get older, we tend to gain weight, or we are maybe not so satisfied with the way we age, in our faces, or, our body, certain things going south, or cellulite, just, things that can mess with our self-esteem. So she talked a little bit about that, and she talked about the clothing that we wear and how she had bought a particular dress that, before she would have hated, especially based on body type. But, we had a real good discussion. She talks about things that draws people in and makes you feel good, and stuff that you can, get a little bit of empowerment just from being together with other women and sharing some of your, your fears, your concerns, and different things that you battle on a daily basis. So it's always nice to do that. I have another client who I had a consult with yesterday, and she has this fabulous idea. I cannot wait till she gets started with her idea. Hers is also empowering women who are single and men alike. People who are single, she said that's who she really is going to target. But of course, other people will be able to join in. And she said she's going to do it where it's not only going to target adults. She's also going to empower young women and provide opportunities for them. And I'm like, when we had that consultation, I'm like, you need to be a nonprofit. When you're a nonprofit organization, you can get grants to help you with things like that, with the stuff that she's talking about. I'm not going to be putting all her business out there, but she's got some really good ideas. I can't even talk about that because that's like what client privilege. So yeah, but power in numbers. Get together with people, figure out ways that you can network, ways that you can support each other, and then do it. Help each other. Don't try to climb a ladder, just solely on your own, If you get to the top of that ladder, 9 times out of 10, there are people there who's willing to help you now that you're there. And then there are other people still trying to climb, reach a hand down to them. Let them know that you can show them some of the things that you have done. And that's what I like to do with my, the different businesses that I have. I show people that this is how you can do it too. So I keep feeling like I'm doing a plug for my Mondays. But yeah, y'all got to come on there. Y'all got to come on Mondays. You have to come on Mondays because you're going to learn something that you didn't know before. You will. And you'll see people doing things that you never imagined you should be doing. And you should. So come on Mondays at 7. You'll see everything on my Facebook page. Nobody is dropping a hello. How come everybody is being silent? Nobody is saying anything. So I guess we won't be having any conversations today. That's me. Y'all, Esme is like, this girl helps me so much. I need to, Esme, after this, I'm going outside. I woke up early and I didn't go outside. I should have. And it's a little gloomy out there, but it doesn't matter because outside is outside. So I need to get out there. She was like, we had like a therapy session yesterday. That girl helps me immensely. So yeah, I gotta get out there. I'm gonna get out there. How's your morning going? And did you go outside this morning? So let me think about this, Esme. I know we fall back in November and we gain an hour. It was great this morning. Okay. It is 9:27 a.m. here. And I know you are in, hi, Google Cup. Oh, Grand Rising. I know it. You always go outside. Okay. I need to, what I want to do? I want to get my patio kind of, I need to get it landscaped for one. So it is 9:27. Okay. When November comes, do you guys do the time change too or no? In Trinidad, Tobago. Yeah, I'm wondering because that means we're going to be an hour off if you guys don't do the time change. I know some places here in the States don't do the time change and they're going to stay the same. They don't play that mess. Oh, okay. So we'll be an hour off after next month. Yeah. Esme really helps me to ground myself. This video has no particular direction, no particular topic. I just was jumping from everything to everything, just talking a little bit about, just what my days are like and because of all the different things I do. And because of that, sometimes I lose myself in my work and then I don't get to replenish myself. And then people steal your energy. They take your energy and you have to replace it. You have to replace it. So Esme was helping me to figure out how to do that. Like, go outside, and this is stuff that we know as herbalists. We know we're supposed to go out there. I've done videos on grounding and how the sun charges you up the same way your cell phone charger charges the cell phone. We know these things, but we don't do it. And then we just we're always inside the four walls, just getting depleted of our energy. So I need to go out every morning. And I even told myself that I was going to find a spot and start doing my YouTube videos there because I love when people have greenery behind them when they're doing their YouTube videos. I love that. So even like me, I got to be around trees. I need to be around trees, greenery, and I also need to be around a body of water. I need nature around me. And when I was living in Las Vegas, the only nature that was around me was barren. And it made me feel barren, like a dried up, barren, shriveled up raisin. And it got to me mentally. Tesla plates. Oh, I haven't heard of Tesla plates. Google Cup, I haven't heard of Tesla plates. So let me do my favorite thing. Let me figure this out. Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross turns heads in a voluminous twist-on suiting. All right, sorry, I get distracted when I go to Google. What are Tesla plates?
According to Body and Soul, Tesla plates, which are modified aluminium, are used to correct that negative energy. There are 7 Tesla colors, and each one is said to have a unique purpose.
The purple one is responsible for releasing blockages and enhancing healing processes on all levels. Tesla plates. Aluminum. Correct negative energy. I don't know much about Tesla plates. This is my first time ever hearing of a Tesla plate. This is a disc. What is aluminum? It is a chemical element. Aluminum is a chemical element. You are a chemical element. Anybody who knows anything about Dr. Sebi and about CMOS understands that we are chemical elements. You all know that we are. You know what? What the heck? I don't have my CMOS yet. It's positive energy. So this aluminum is a chemical element. The symbol is Al on the what is that table called? The periodic table or whatever. The atomic number is 13. It is a silvery white. I love silver, y'all. I love silver. It's a silvery white, soft, non-magnetic, and ductile metal in the boron group. It's not magnetic. We have electricity running through us. You guys, I don't know how much you know about science, but man, I'm just saying, like, we are a science project. You're not a robot, but basically you're made of elements that come from the earth. This plate comes from the earth. The CMOS that makes you feel better, it comes from the earth. And it's made up of elements that you're made up of, because we all are of the earth, right? So the CMOS has what, 92 of the minerals that we are made up of. Our body is made up of 102 minerals, according to Dr. Sebi, right? So if we're made up of 102 minerals and then you consume CMOS that has 92 of those minerals, you have energy. I take my CMOS every day. And some days I don't even get sleepy at night. I have to like tone myself down. And then when I wake up energized. So this right here, okay, it doesn't have any magnetism. But the metal, let's see. This is it says by mass, the aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust. And it's the third most abundant element. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try some Tesla plates, because if it's gonna help me with my energy by helping me conduct energy, we're electrical beings, like when you plug in, you know how you got the copper, when you plug something in, you have copper in your body. That's one of the elements that's in your body that you are made up of. If you have too much of it, it can affect you. I did a video on that. I did a video on copper. I forgot what I titled it. I need to put it. I never do my end cards. I suck. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try it. I would love to try it. You just purchased 2. Have you worn any of them yet, Google Cup? I would love to try it, because I'm all about that, y'all. I'm a very scientific person and I'm very sensual. I can feel that kind of thing. I can feel when I'm sick. I can feel when something internally is going on. Almost like, okay, so like some people usually don't tune into that stuff. They tune it out. A lot of times you won't be able to notice it unless your body has reached a point where you are a little bit, it's gone a little too far. Once it's gone a little too far is when you start to notice a twinge or a pain or an ache. However, or if you fast, if you, for those of you who like fasting, fasting reveals the problems in your body. So if you fast and maybe you're doing a liquid fast and you haven't had any food, after a few days, you'll start to feel something in certain areas where the toxins are trying to be drawn out, and the body is attempting to heal that area of your body. So, you can feel things then. But like usually I can feel, I tune into stuff like that. I can feel that kind of stuff, And so like some people can sense these things more than others. Some people are a little bit more sensual. I am someone who, that's just the way I was born. I was born seeing things that other people didn't, maybe couldn't, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of synesthesia, where your senses cross. Everybody is born with it as a baby, but as you grow older, your senses begin to, when you develop, everything becomes more, individualized, so to speak. So you're no longer as a baby feeling sound when you get frightened. You know how babies, when they hear a sound, they feel it and they're doing this because they feel it all the way in their fingertips. They can feel the sound. And, a little bit we can relate, like when you hear bass in your heart. If some loud music is playing and you feel the bass, right? But usually some people who are synesthetes, who have synesthesia, they have a little bit of, you can say maybe like an extra sense or extra abilities, and it usually makes them very talented. Hi, Cliff Lee TV. Oh, I'm so sorry. You still testing your Google Cup. You still testing your plates. I want to buy Google Cup. Can you tell me where I can buy some? Maybe in the chat. And yes, I do sell CMOS. Yeah, Pharrell. He's talented, right? He has synesthesia. You guys should look it up. Synesthesia. You good? Ask me. You said you good with your crystals. Let's see. So, I was telling my mom. I remember I was having a conversation with my mom about my nieces and nephews, and I learned how babies are, if they're going to probably end up with synesthesia or just extra heightened senses, they usually have colic. And a lot of people don't know that. They're like, what is wrong with this baby? This baby won't stop crying. A lot of my nieces and nephews were crybabies. They would cry a lot. You got from Amazon. Okay. So when they talked about this documentary I watched, it's called The Secret Life of Babies. It's a PBS documentary. There are 2 or 3 of them. So, but the one that I watched, it definitely helped me to understand synesthesia. But they're very sensitive. They get overstimulated very easily, and it makes them cry because they don't know how to turn it down. They don't know how to turn it down. Kind of reminds you of people with autism or, things like that. And they get a little, or Asperger's syndrome, right? Sometimes they get a little freaked out with too much stimulation, too much noise, too much talking, too many different things happening at the same time. So, but it's usually indicative of an artisan, someone who is very, so my nieces and nephews, they're very talented. They can draw. One of my nieces, she would draw things that looked like Van Gogh. I'm like, how did she do that? But I do remember them being very sensitive. And then they're extremely talented. I just thought that was really interesting. When you do a little bit of reading up on a lot of scientific things, you learn, you tend to, pick up on things like this. And the reason it interests me is it helps me to understand, about myself, like why I am so, in tune with my body as well as other people. And it makes it easy for me to help them heal themselves with herbs. Because when you are an empath, you can, when people, it's almost like, how if you see someone hurt themselves, you can almost feel their pain. You be like, oh, that hurt. Especially men, you know what I'm talking about. You feel that mess when you see another man, right? So, or if, let's say like when you're in school, a kid starts vomiting and then the whole class gets all, they're like, oh, they be losing it and they be about to throw up too. So that's how you can kind of relate a little bit. So, yeah, it was real good, Google Cup. I love that. I love telling people to watch that. I know, isn't that funny? But that's how you can kind of relate to what I'm talking about, because I don't want people to think this is weird or otherworldly. No, it's not. It's science, There's an explanation for everything. And then there are things that we have explanations for, and they might not even necessarily be, how things truly are when it comes to, certain things in science. So, yeah, but anyway, that's what is sometimes a little bit different about certain people who decide to be herbalists, because they know that they have the ability to understand a little deeper than the average person. And a lot of them are empaths, where when you see someone else's pain, you feel it a little deeper than the average person does. And it's uncontrollable. You can't even help it. Like, it takes a lot of effort on my part mentally to try to stop myself from feeling it. I have to literally go inside my mind and tell my body to, get numb and brace yourself, because otherwise I'm feeling what they feel like it, So, yeah. So, but I can't wait to try the plates, because I know they'll help with my electricity, because that's what energy is. We use that word, but it's your electricity. You are an electrical being. That's why static bothers you, static cling, or it gets in your hair, or you get shocked, because you are conducting electricity. Colloidal Silver. You know what? I don't use it. I studied it a long time ago, back in the day when I was in my 20s. A long time ago. When I was in my 20s, I remember discovering Candida albicans. And I was like, what is this Candida albicans? Because I was researching like what was making me feel sick at the time. And I saw that, I was one of those people who was like a hypochondriac. Whatever I read, I was like, oh, I got that too. I got that, because I'm telling you, when I see it, I feel it. So, but anyway, I learned about Candida, and I was looking at some of the advice that it had given towards getting rid of it. And at that time, that was one of the things that it had said. But then later I heard that it was controversial in terms of, helping you heal your body from an overgrowth of candida. So I'm really not sure. I haven't done a lot of research on that, actually. But, that's how I get started with my research, y'all. I get started with my research by saying, or talking to Siri or Google. Let me see. What is colloidal silver?
According to Wikipedia, the medical uses of silver include its use in wound dressings, creams, and as an antibiotic coating on medical devices.
It also says wound dressings containing silver, sulfadiazine or sulfadiazine. So wound dressings containing that or silver nanomaterials may be used on external infections. I mean, again, silver is an element. So when you use the colloidal silver, it's helping you because it's a part of what you have. Maybe you have a shortage and it's helping you in those areas. So if you take it internally, which I think that's what the controversy used to be back in the day. I'm not sure now if people really take it internally because of it. And that's what this one of these articles here on Google is asking, if colloidal silver supplements are safe. And that's the Mayo Clinic. But some people take them. I would say do your research. Make sure you find something that's reputable, that has good reviews. That people have taken it and they haven't had too many side effects. On the other hand, if you take something, if you do some research and you see some side effects that people are having, it could be that they're not following the directions. But like Google Cup says, they take it a half a shot a day. Feels a difference in the knees, So what works for some people may not work for everybody, but a lot of it starts here. If you understand what you're doing and what your body is composed of, it'll help you to accept it better. Once you accept it more, mentally, and you know what you're getting into, your body then follows suit. And then, it's almost like a placebo. You're told that the placebo is going to do this. So now all of a sudden you no longer have a headache. Well, if you tell your body that, hey, I'm about to give you a mineral or an element that you are composed of, and I know that this is going to help me, it's going to help my body, then you know what? Your body kind of follows suit. You don't necessarily have the reaction that other people have, but yeah, I can't say it enough. Listen to your body, listen to your body's reactions, pay attention to the things that you do surrounding those reactions, because they all have an impact. Even if you are in certain places that may be full of certain elements in the air, right? Y'all remember, if you don't believe me, remember asbestos, right? And there are other things in the air, even in our air today. Thank goodness we are resilient creatures. But, we're made up of the earth. You got to get out there in the earth. You got to get out there and do some grounding, like Esme was encouraging me to do. Get out there and get recharged. You can't be charged inside the home, inside your four walls. You need some natural fresh air. You were not made of drywall. You're not made of paint. You're not made of hardwood. None of those things. You are made of the earth, though. So if you get out there and soak it up, then you're going to help your body to be better equipped to heal and to function good on a daily basis and feel good. And then drink some of the earth. Drink the water of the earth. Drink the sea moss that comes from the water of the earth. Y'all see what I'm getting at? You're organic. You're not non-organic. You are what you eat. You are where you live. You are who you are around. You absorb it all. You absorb it all. So keep that in mind, because, when you think like that, it makes you realize, man, I don't be paying attention. And then I'll be wondering, why am I so sick? Hey, Angel. She said, do you have a video on environmental allergies? I don't necessarily have one on environmental allergies per se, but I know I did a video before on, I think I did. Did I do a video on allergies? I think I did a video on allergies. Angel, you know what I do for allergies is essential oils. I do essential oils for allergies. I do lavender, lemon, and peppermint. And it's such a delicious, why am I saying that? Okay. The reason I said it's delicious is because I use the type of oils that you could take internally. Please don't take no essential oils internally if it doesn't say on the bottle that it is safe to do so. Usually the bottle will say for external use only, or it's going to have some supplement facts on the outside of it, right? If it doesn't have neither, if it doesn't say it's safe to take internally, if it doesn't say for external use only, that means that it is for external use only. Do not ingest something that doesn't give you permission to do so when it comes to these essential oils. These things are strong. And even when it does give you permission to ingest it, you have to do 1 or 2 drops in about 8 ounces of water. The oils I take says 1 drop per 4 ounces, but I always go overboard when I give people instructions, because I don't want them coming back saying July said, or when they do something, they usually don't follow the instructions and they'll do what they want to do, and they don't realize how strong these oils are. Them oils will change your life. They will change your life and your health. And if you don't use it properly, it can be a negative change. So you got to be real careful. That stuff is strong. So yeah, Angel, the other thing that's real good for allergies is quercetin bromelain. Let me see if I remember how to spell it. Quercetin. Quercetin. Nope, that ain't how you spell it. Quercetin bromelain. Quer something. I get it on Amazon. I use it for the boys. It has turmeric in it. It has curcumin in it. Curcumin, turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. Curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it helps the sinus passages and nasal and everything to be a little bit less inflamed. Yeah, I use Doterra. I use Doterra oils. I love Doterra. I've been using Doterra since 2013. I've been into them essential oils for years. I got almost every oil that they sell. Almost. What else is good for your allergies? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Denise. How are you? Oh my gosh. Denise, I can just see your pretty smile right now. You have such a beautiful smile. It was nice meeting you last year. But yeah, so what was I saying about allergies? Oh, the quercetin bromelain, the essential oils. Pineapple is good for allergies too. You're welcome, Denise. Thanks for coming and supporting me. Oh, and Angel, if you still have the black seed oil that you got from me, use the black seed oil, rub it on the toes under your feet, not on top of your feet, but under your feet. Rub the black seed oil on the toes. And if you have any of those oils, the lavender, lemon, and peppermint, you'll notice a difference. If you can, just like pour a little bit of black seed oil. Just pour a little bit of black seed oil in your hand. Maybe about a half a teaspoon. And then 1 drop each. 1 drop lavender, 1 drop lemon, 1 drop peppermint. And then you can rub that, massage it into the underside of your toes. And those are the reflex points for the eyes, the ears, and the nose. ENT, right? Eyes, ear, nose. ENT, and nose, throat. Eyes, nose, throat. So yeah. Okay. Oh, your black cedar. Okay. I need to put my doTERRA link on my site because everybody keeps saying, could you please put the link there so we can get the oils? But my doTERRA link is mydoterra.com/July Fitness. Maybe I can put that in here because I didn't know how to spell coerced timber on the line. My doTERRA. Okay. .com July Fitness. So that's where you can get the essential oils. And most of all of those oils, maybe with the exception of the tea tree, most of all of theirs are safe to ingest. They're safe to ingest. You can take them internally. If you cannot take it internally, then what doTERRA does is they do not put supplement facts on the outside of the bottle. But if you can take it internally, you'll see the supplement facts on the outside of the bottle. All of those are safe to take. The lavender, lemon, and peppermint. So yeah. Yep. Oh, you're allergic to pineapple. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. There's different citrus fruits that help. I've heard of people making smoothies with grapefruit, lemon, orange. It was something they put in it, and they made a smooth. Actually, they made a juice out of it. They made a fruit juice where they juiced the fruit. They took the fruit and they said literally mucus just like starts to fall from your nose. So, because that's what this is all about. It's really all about mucus. When our mucus, gets out of control, because there are things that the body needs, right? Even though you're made up of these elements, you're made of fat. You need a certain percentage of fat. Fat is actually for a protection, believe it or not. You ever notice someone who gets sick and they're already like really skinny? It's usually harder for them to recover. But when you have fat stores, you have a little something for the sickness to eat before it gets to you. So no, fat, we're made of fat. We're made of mucus. We have mucus membranes. That is actually for protection. But when it overgrows, it becomes like rust that grows on metal. Now the metal, it doesn't serve its purpose the same, especially if it's a car. Can't have a rusty engine and still think you're going somewhere. So same thing with the mucus when it overgrows, and that's how ailments start. I have a feeling I said that D word and I'm not supposed to say that word. That is a patented word with the FDA. So ailments start with mucus, and a lot of things start in the colon. But when you have too much mucus and it's overgrowing inside your body to the point where now it's coming out of your sinuses, or you got to clear your throat all the time, like I was just doing earlier. I need my sea moss. All of that stuff makes it harder for you to, to live your best life. So yeah, try to stay detoxed. If you keep these things like Angel's talking about, stuff that's good for a detoxing is black seed oil. If you take this on a regular basis, right? Apple cider vinegar on a regular basis with lemon in it. Sea moss on a regular basis. Anything like that, you're doing a natural periodic, gradual cleanse, a gradual detox. Doing these things on a normal basis will get your bowels moving on a regular time, routine. What else? It regulates your blood pressure. It helps you with your blood sugar levels. It gets your metabolism going. That's why you need to be a part of what's natural, because being inside the four walls all the time ain't gonna get it, right? So with COVID, we were banished to our homes, and that's fine. Okay, fine. But you are not banned from going outside and taking a walk. Even if you do want to do it with your mask on, go outside. Don't stay in the house day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, and wonder why you're feeling sick or headachy. So, all right, y'all. It is an hour, an hour in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I gotta get with another client today and help with her a Google document we got to do for her business. So I am going to hit you guys up again on next Wednesday. I hope that you guys can join me. If y'all have some topics y'all want me to talk about, type it in the chat or type it in the comments of this video below, and we'll talk about that topic. Because next week, same time, what they say, same bat time, same bat time, same bat place. Oh, God, I keep showing my age. All right. Y'all have a good Wednesday. Sorry, my computer keeps scripting. Have a good Wednesday. I'll see y'all next week. Okay, I will. Thank you, Esme. All right. Thanks, Google Cup. Y'all take care. Thanks, Denise.